Hi there. Exciting day. Exciting day. I'm gonna try to wear my glasses. I'm trying. We'll see. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, if I put my head back, you can see my. If I put it down, anyway, whatever. Um, it is. It is Monday. And what I have figured out is I'm going to do a recording every day, and then I'm going to put it together and do the editing on Sunday and then post it on Sunday. So just so you know, that's the new procedure and the new schedule for that. And then, gosh, what did I deal with today? My memorial. I've still got to try on my memorial outfit for Mom. I've got something that I think will work, but I've got to try it on to make sure it still fits the way I think it does. And I'm still working out shoes. You know, we girls have to do that. Anyway, what has been great about today, still on the straight and narrow with my morning routine, and that's going pretty much like clockwork. I'm getting a little bit bogged down, but I during the day, I did a little bit of resting today because I just felt like I was a little tired. And actually my rest day is tomorrow, but I moved it back a day because tomorrow is my Unleash Her Power Within day, and I want to like be going full force for that. So I thought it was better to rest today and have the energy for tomorrow. And so I did that. And then as far as courses goes, I am doing really well. The Sunny Lenarduzzi, that's the way I've decided to say it. It's two Z's, so it's probably T. Anyway, so I'm doing really well with that. I am getting to full stack marketing today for probably the first time in a really long time, but that's okay. I'm getting to it. And then my mindset stuff has been going really well. I still waste too much time beating myself up before I make a move, but it's all right. I'm starting to stop it, that's the way to do it, right? So yay. And then I'm working on eating foods that bring me energy. So I had hummus and carrots today. And I had juice this morning and lots of water because I felt like I was kind of dehydrated. So anyway, I'm gonna get back to doing some water. I did have an ice cream sandwich today, I have to say, just to be really honest, but it was the last one. So I'm not getting any more, and I did order my groceries, so no more of those in the house. I gave the other one to my brother, so there were two, and I gave one to him and I ate one. So but that's okay. Anyway, I'm still making really good headway with that. Anyway, that's today's video. It's just really short. I have an explanation video of how I run my schedule that I did with a little screen recorder. I just showed you the thing because what I had done last week, I just think it's kind of hard to see it and everything, so I did this in lieu of that, and I think it's better. So anyway, that's it. All right, take care now. So we're just going through the tunnel on our way to Ohio. Probably by the time y'all see this video, I'll be back home. But we're going up to Ohio to memorialize Mama. And anyway, so I just thought it'd be kind of fun to shoot my video from the road. I should reverse the camera so you can see, because it's absolutely stunning. Let me see if you can give me a little out of the window pic. That's not. Anyway, so it's really pretty. But of course my schedule went to heck in a handbasket today because, yeah, I was packing and all of that, and I should have planned around that better. So that note to self. But yeah, I had quite a few things that just kind of went out the window. But that's okay. I still did my walk, although I did it late, and it was really pretty warm. So that's not great. But anyway, everything's rolling right along, and my brother and I are traveling up to Ohio from North Carolina, and the memorial is Saturday, so it'll be nice to have that done, although, it feels a little final too, right? But we have, I may put some pictures in here. I have a really beautiful urn for Mama. Our dad was buried in a wooden urn, and I found a wooden urn for Mama. It's just beautiful. So anyway, that's it. So I will see you. And by the way, I'm sorry I got sidetracked and I didn't record yesterday. But that is the beauty of doing this posting once a week, is that if I miss a day, no big. So, and then I just keep myself on track from there. So anyway, we'll talk to you later. Alright, so I'm hoping you can hear me over the air conditioner that's running, and I'm just showing you my day. This is generally a day. I have a bunch of things listed that are just really reminders that are all listed like from 2:30 a.m. until 7. I don't really get up until about 7. So, or I may sometimes a little bit earlier, like 6:30. And then all I do is I just move these around and get them where they need to go. In fact, most of my mornings, this is just like set up so that I can utilize it, but I'm not really exact about the times. I feel free always to move these times, these appointments, to when I actually do something. So it functions as my who do I get to be's. Remember, I don't say what are my to-dos. It keeps me happy, so I'm gonna just continue with that anyway. And here you see I have a couple of the, what I already showed you, the dream walker and the cultivator of vegetation and implementation, imagination and innovation, gardening with Tony. So that's a net time one, no extra time one, and that is gardening plus Tony Robbins listening. Anyway, this little green instead of reading today is something. I was reading this book for business development, and at the end of it they had a website that had something to listen to instead. So I've just put this little reminder here. Instead of reading, I'm going to be doing listening, and so I'm substituting that for the reading for just a few days until I get done with it. So anyway, that's what I'm doing there. And then I'm the ruler of reading, right? So and then this is just this overheated question mark. That's just, I have to kind of keep tabs on how hot I'm getting. And especially if I'm like sitting out on my porch or something, sometimes it gets a little hot. Energy eater, that's just my lunch. That moves around. In the morning, I've been eating fruit and drinking juice. Although I do drink small amounts of juice, just what you would get out of like 1 or 2 oranges. So anyway, and so I've been doing fruit and fruit juices in the morning only, and water, of course. And this silly is just to remind me to have a moment of silliness. My name is Sylvia, so Silly and Sylvia, that was kind of a nickname that I had for myself. Anyway, and the cat naps. I do have to take some laydowns during the day. Again, these are all things that I can move to when they actually happen. So, yeah, that's the way that one goes. And then here's another one that I've rebranded, as it were, where I made a roll up for it. The company that I'm working um, with and I'm not going to say his name again. I'll just put it at the bottom of the screen. But it's called Full Stack Marketing. And so I've got my role as Stacker Supreme and Copy Commander. Copy is when you're writing emails and things like that. It's called copy. And then I have an appointment here that I do with my MS peeps, which is called Spill the Tea Tuesdays. It's just a social gathering where I get to get together with other people with MS. And we don't talk about anything in particular. We just have a good time. So anyway, and then Rule of Reading again, another role. And that's this one is my mindset. And right now I'm reading Rule Your Day by Joel Osteen. And then another cat nap, again, adjustable timing. I've got a UHPW training that is at 7 o'clock. It actually happens at, I think it's 4 o'clock Pacific time. So anyway, and then I have the link right in that to go straight to where I need to go, so that I don't have to pussyfoot around and stuff. Anyway, and then Tony Time. I haven't made up a role for that yet. Working on that one. Glogging, that's when I talk to y'all. And then my Went Wells and Read for Pleasure. Anyway, that's one of the things I'm going to go over to this last day and see if there's the Viscountessa Vids. This is what it looks like when you set one of these up, and what I'll do is I'll mark as like I didn't do it. I already did it today. But this is the Viscountess of Vids role that I have, and this is a goal for completing this Sunny study. And I'm learning about SEOs, search engine optimization, and that has to do with keywords and hashtags and that kind of stuff. So that's why I'm doing that. And then the thing I really like about this is they tell me how many times I did it, which is really great. So yay, hooray. Being able to track one's progress is really great. So anyway, the appointment looks like this. And then when I do complete it, I just go in, say I did it. And, let me do this. And this is where you see I have the choice of do it later or I did it. And that's what I love about having them in as roles, because if I didn't do this today at 2 o'clock, that's 1400 hours. If I didn't do it then, it would just reschedule it for me at a later time. Anyway, so what I did on Sunday is I kind of preset my whole week. It's an unusual week because of Mom's memorial, but I've got it so that it, I'll just turn my phone so that you can see my week. And I generally have things pretty much the same time every day, because that kind of regularity is good for me. But you see how the Viscountess of Vids kind of moves around. That's them doing that. I'll be putting those back into places that I like a little bit better. But anyway, this is tomorrow, and I just wanted you to see it. There are some things, though. Let me do the next one. Teal Swan, that's one that I have to, you see that at 9 o'clock, that's 2100 hours. I have to still create a role for that. And up at the top here, now I think I have to go back to today in order for you to see these. These are the reminders that I did. Now, I use these reminders as actual reminders. These are reminders that I need to do in the morning before I go for my walk. I use this list of bullet points from my overall um, dreaming the future, that I wrote out in paragraphs, but then I bullet pointed it so I could remind myself in the morning about it. Anyway, I do that. I have this one's another one of the things that I'm going to cultivate as far as things that I want to feel during any uh, day. Uh, Grateful, of course, curious, playful, excited, passionate. These are the things that I'm working to cultivate in myself. And gratefuls, and I have little prayer hands because I want to always, at the very top, you'll see meet God first, and I have a moment of prayer. Um, anyway, so that's all done. Yeah, so this is what that looks like, and then I still have these 8 pending tasks. This is clean my room. I actually should change that to, I'm gonna have to create a role. Anyway, I had this here because I realized that I mentioned it actually on the Sunday vid, and then I didn't do anything about it. So when I went through and edited my video, I made sure to create a pending thing that I needed to do. Okay, so I still am working on creating a role for Tony Times. For Teal Swan, you see a role for the Crush It with Challenges. That's what CIWC stands for. And I've got some ideas in there. I've got some ideas under Teal Swan too, Minesweeper maybe. And for the Crush It with Challenges, People Gather, and Soother of Souls, I really want to care for the people that I am wanting to get to watch my channel, because I think caregivers really deserve as much help as they can get, because it's very isolating, and it's kind of one of those thankless jobs. But I do think that if we pulled together, we could all help each other. Anyway, this is also a reminder for me to take the tablecloth to Mom's, the tea that we're going to be serving just after her memorial. It's actually not really a tea, but it's like ladies party food kind of thing. I hope you can still hear me. And then these are some other things that are on our agenda big time that I just don't want to forget. Refinancing the house, finding a CPA, confirming the caterings for Mom's memorial. Anyway, so that's where those wind up. They do also wind up like here, Teal Swan follow-up. That was something that there was a thing that I needed to follow through on an exercise, and that's why it says follow-up. Anyway, that's how I use my calendar. I hope I did that quickly enough. Hey, good evening. I almost forgot to do this, but I remembered. Today was a complete bust as far as my schedule and all of that went. But I had a really good day with my brother, and that really counts for something. So, yeah, we're back at his apartment, and we're working on getting a place big enough for me to have a place to sleep. And we got an air mattress at Walmart. Anyway, it's an interesting time in our lives. We're living on a shoestring, but that's the way it is, and there are plenty of other people that have done this, so it'll be okay. Anyway, sorry, the light is really strange here. It's like amber, so I'm not going to look like anything's the right color. This looks yellow, but it's green. So anyway, I just thought I'd take you while I walked around. I probably should have this pointed the other direction, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. So, anyway, yeah, so, schedule did not go off well today. However, good stuff with my brother. And this is an extraordinary week. The thing that I cannot let myself down on is I have some dreaming and stuff to do for the Unleash Her Power Within. And this first week is when we're deciding what we want and what we're doing and actions that we're taking. And I set out to do some actions in the Tuesday seminar, and I haven't done them. And that's not okay. So I got to get on that. In fact, but the thing that's great is that I can make it up. I promised I'd do 10. Apply to 10 different jobs a day, which is a lot. So anyway, I'm just going to turn around here because I don't want to walk that far. So I'm trying to loosen up my knee. It's really bothering me. So anyway, so y'all. Oh, and I didn't do my walk today. But I went to sell my brother's kayaks with him, but he didn't tell me how far away it was. And turns out it was like a 2-hour drive. So, or at least like an hour and a half one way and then an hour and a half back. And anyway, so my day kind of got sucked up and I didn't want to complain because he's selling his kayaks for money for us. So I felt wrong to really complain about it. So anyway, that's me for now. And, I am going to do better tomorrow. I tell you what, my knee is really bothering me, so I'm kind of worried about my walks and stuff. But, we'll just have to see. I mean, I'm in some peculiar sleeping for me. Sleeping on the floor is not really my best thing. Because it's really hard for me to get up from the floor. And so anyway, we're just going to do as much as we can, and that's going to have to be it. This week, again, I did do a lot of stuff today, though. I checked in with a caterer, or I just left him a message, and I also solved my tablecloth problem because I figured out that I left my tablecloth in North Carolina. And that was the tablecloth I was going to use for... Anyway, I forgot it. So, but my friends are coming to the rescue. So, that's good. Anyway, that's it for now. And you guys have a good night. And I don't know how I'm going to put this because I usually am this way. So, anyway, I'll figure it out. All right. Have a good night. Hi, here I am. It's at the end of the day and I couldn't sleep and I realized I had forgotten to do this. So I got up and came in the laundry room in the hotel we're staying in. The service, there were some things that had hitches in them, where you say that sometimes you say things went off without a hitch. There were hitches. But I was just like, it's going to be okay. It's fine. And I spent a lot of time planning all this stuff out. And the food was delicious. Presentation, a little bit lacking. But it just could, there was no more way to affect it. So it just had to be what it was. But it was delicious. So, yay. Yeah. And then what else? Saw my cousins. A cousin and I call her my cousin-in-law. And we were caboose babies. So they're all kind of like the ages that my uncles should be, if that makes sense. Yeah. So it's kind of strange. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, so we had a really nice day and it was wonderful, and I don't think I'm with it enough right now to explain everything, but I wanted to keep my daily commitment. I think I missed yesterday. There were things that got missed this week, but I will be jumping back in and getting everything all planned out again. I'm really behind on my getting a job thing, but this was the most important thing to me, and it was right for it to be the most important thing to me. So, you know, yeah, I just decided that issue and that, I don't want to say that problem because I don't like that kind of verbiage. It's not a problem. It's just a situation. It's just something I'm going to deal with. It would be there when all of this was taken care of. It would still be there. So, yeah. So anyway, that's really it. And I hope you have a good night. And I may have other things that I really wanted to say that I just do not remember saying. But the service was quite nice. The music was excellent. The organist was really good. And one of my best friends sang, and she has just a lovely voice. So anyway, that's it. So have a good night. I'm gonna put my weary head on the pillow and try to go to sleep. Hi there. Mama's memorial was yesterday, as you know from my tape yesterday. Here I am. It's the day after. It's a Sunday. And just trying to get back in the saddle and really try to get things rolling. I have a plan for my catching up on my applications that I got behind on. I made a promise last week, and I've got to get on it. So my reckoning is that I need 70, and I have done 4. I've done 4. I flagged 20 to do, so I should be able to shuffle through those pretty quickly. And I've got today, tomorrow, and I can do a few the last Tuesday. So anyway, so I'll be getting on that and getting that done. Some of the extra projects that I usually do have flown out the window, but you know, we've said it before, this is an extraordinary week. I don't want to beat myself up. I'm learning how to hold myself accountable without beating myself up, and it's kind of a fine line. I don't want to create that stress in myself that I used to create beating myself up, and you know, all the self-talk that isn't, it's just worthless. You know, it's a waste of time. But besides being worthless, it's a waste of time. So anyway, yeah. So one of these days where I'm anyway, it's a whole thing. This is my brother's apartment complex in Columbus. There's some people over there, so you may hear some people. Anyway, but I just wanted to get this done, and I wanted to go check out this trail and see what that's like. And I may not get to the trail before I even stop this video, but I'm gonna go check out the trail anyway. Anyway, so there's a really pretty lake here. Let's walk. I'm gonna walk around this car and then I can show it to you. It's just really pretty. Yep, yep, yep. Now this is at the end of my brother's apartment complex. See how pretty that is? Da, 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 da. And that's the trail I'm going to go check out. Right there. I don't know if I can get right there. So, anyway. So we'll see what it's like. Yeah. So, I'm gonna do a little bit more today, or I feel like I can, because I've missed a couple days. Like I said, it's been kind of a screwy week, but the other thing that I said just before is I'm learning how to hold myself accountable without saying, oh, you could have done better. And yes, I could have, I didn't. I can't do anything about that now. I'm not going to waste time, you know. Which actually, what I'm doing right now is kind of like a step away from that. Because I am kind of beating myself up. You know what I'm... Yeah. So anyway. So, yeah. That's about it. That's about all I'm doing. So anyway, you have a good day.